Okay, so we have been learning a little bit about a different culture other than our own. Last week, somebody came in and told us about the lunch project, and they were teaching us about the Maasai culture in Tanzania, Africa. Give me a thumbs up if you remember that. Awesome. They even dressed two of our students in different clothing to show us how different that culture was. And I want to tell you a little bit more about the Maasai culture today. And I want to start by reading this book called Mama Elizabeth, and it was written by Stephanie Sue Bowen. And it's going to talk a little bit about this little girl named Elizabeth, and it's going to tell us about some of her responsibilities. Before we start the book, in front of you on your paper, there's a top box, and it says, a list of my chores and responsibilities. I want you to think and add a few things to that box. Things that you do that are your chores and your responsibilities. Let's see, walking the dog, doing laundry, making the bed, cleaning your rooms, even mopping the floor. Take about 30 more seconds to add to that list. It can just be a quick jot. All right, pencils down, clipboards down. You might think of some other chores as I'm reading, and that's okay. Keep them in your mind, and you'll have a chance to put it on your paper when we're finished reading. Ready? Clipboards down. Mama Elizabeth. While I'm reading, think about chores, responsibilities, and also what you learned about the Maasai culture in Africa. Elizabeth had a new baby sister named Laura. Or brother. A lot of us. Mama had to take care of the baby, so it was time for Elizabeth to take care of her brother, Obedi. Elizabeth knew just what to do. She had been taking care of her rock doll, Eva, since Obedi was a baby. Elizabeth kissed Eva, set her gently in the corner, and went to get Obedi, who was having breakfast with Baba, their father. Baba was leaving for work, and Elizabeth helped Obedi wave goodbye. Think, is this similar or different to life that you know? Just think. Elizabeth wiped Obedi's face and got ready to do her chores. She tied Obedi onto her back with a conga, like she did with Eva. But Obedi was heavy, and his arms and legs stuck out when he squirmed, which was all the time. Elizabeth tried to sweep the floor, but Obedi pulled her hair. Elizabeth sifted rocks out of the rice, but Obedi slapped at the basket, spilling some of the rice on the ground. It seems kind of funny, but I want you to think and try to talk with your partner about using the picture clues and the text. How do you think that's making Elizabeth feel? Try to talk with your partner. Elizabeth did the laundry, but when she turned around to hang it up, Betty kicked the clean clothes into the dirt. Elizabeth went to get water, but Betty wiggled so much that the heavy water jug fell off of Elizabeth's head. Why do they have to go get water? You know so?
They have to go get water because when we talked, the woman that came, she talked about us that they didn't have fresh, like, in the house water, so they always had to get water and they had to put a bucket in their head so they can go get water in the lake.
Henry, is that similar or different than our culture?
Different.
Tell me how.
That's because, like, we have water in our house and we don't have to go get it, and they do.
Elizabeth slumped down near the fallen jug. How did Mama ever get anything done? Elizabeth wished she could just take care of Eva again. Eva never pulled her hair, or spilled the rice, or ruined the laundry. Elizabeth sighed. She needed to find a way to carry Betty and the water jug all the way home. A woman walked by, but her head was piled high with bananas, and she carried a baby on her back. She couldn't help Elizabeth. Elizabeth smiled when she saw her friend Raheli coming, carrying only a sack in her arms. But when Elizabeth peeked in the sack, she saw a small pig. Raheli was on her way to the market and couldn't help Elizabeth either. Elizabeth spread the conga on the ground and put Betty on it. It's just like the way she always did with Eva. Elizabeth picked up the water jug and went to the well. She filled the jug and quickly returned. But the conga was empty. Elizabeth set the water jug on the ground and began looking for Betty. She called and called, but he didn't come. Explain what you think happened. Turn and talk with your partner about what you think happened. Elizabeth knelt on the conga and she swallowed hard. You know that feeling when you're about to cry and be upset and your throat feels like there's something stuck in it?
Yeah.
What if she never found Betty? Her eyes filled with tears and she thought about Mama and Baba. They would think that she didn't know how to take care of a real baby. All of a sudden, Elizabeth heard a squeal, and Betty came out from behind a thorn tree. He was walking. I'm thinking that we could look back. What could Elizabeth have done differently? Alexis, what do you think?
Instead of her carrying him on the back, she could just hold his hand the whole way.
Based on this text and her expression, do you think he was walking before?
No. Yeah, oh yeah.
What are you thinking, Henry?
I think he was, but she was carrying him because she thought he wasn't because he couldn't walk. Oh yeah, I agree with you.
Kyle? Yes?
please an Eric poderles dismiss?
Yes. Right here. We'll finish that tomorrow. Elizabeth ran to Obedi and lifted him into her arms, holding on tightly. She felt his chubby arms around her neck, and she laughed when he gave her a loud, wet kiss. Eva had never done that. It's her little brother, right? It's okay. Right. Elizabeth picked up the conga. She tied one end around Obedi's middle and the other around her own. Then Elizabeth picked up the water jug and started home. She stopped to pull Obedi up whenever he fell, but they made it back in time for dinner. That night, Mama rocked Flora to sleep while Elizabeth rocked Obedi. She hoped he would fall asleep quickly so that she could play with Eva. Obedi snuggled his head under Elizabeth's chin. She smiled and put her face in his fuzzy hair. As Elizabeth rested her head on his, she saw Eva nestled in the corner. There will be time for Eva tomorrow. And that's all. What I want you to think about right now is some of the responsibilities that the Maasai culture had. This story is a fiction story, but it represents the culture of Maasai people. Can you please, in the second box that says my responsibilities if I were Maasai, list a couple of the responsibilities that you learned, either from the discussion with the lunch project or from the book. No, not yet. Later, when I fix it. Okay, close that up. I'm gonna need you again in a minute. Yes. This is still on, honey. Hey, still on. See you tomorrow. Turn into your partner and see if you have any different ideas than they did. If so, add them.
I'd like to get water in the well. I just need to work on get those I'll be sure you can take the water.
Thank you. We're going to stop here for now, but later in our reading workshop, we're going to talk a little bit more about the Maasai people and about the story Mama Elizabeth. You may get back to your seat.